Okay. Okay. All right. Good evening, everybody. I see a lot of beautiful people tonight. It's pretty awesome. Thank you for joining us. I was already, I don't know if you've seen, like on the screen, I sent Mr. Accordini already for a second because we were having a conversation on another line, and he's going to join us shortly. I just wanted to welcome everybody. Thank you for being with us tonight. And yeah, as every week, I will recap a little bit what we've done this far, and I will tell you a little bit about us, and you know, we'll take it from there. Okay? So, first of all, we want to talk a little bit about the company, the Righteous Imports, which is a small family-run wine and liquor importer and Pennsylvania distributor. We specialize in premium and boutique Italian brands and are proudly based in the greater Pittsburgh area, as you see on the screen. Like, I wanted to give an homage like to Pittsburgh tonight. And you can find many of our wines at fine dining establishments around Pennsylvania, as well as online through the Fine Wine and Good Spirits website. We can do so many things for you. We can help you plan events. We can support if you have a wine bar or a restaurant, like with helping your some to create the most amazing wine list. And one more thing that you want to know is that soon we're gonna have a fantastic website where you will find all the important information regarding our activities. And at the moment, we, as many of you know, we specialize in Italian products. We have a fantastic Italian portfolio. And tonight we will discover a little more about one of the most important wines we carry on our portfolio, and also the very first wine that we took in our portfolio, because I met Tiziano while I was in Italy, and you know, we clicked. We liked each other straight away, and Tiziano helped us a lot to establish our business in the beginning, and I'm so grateful for everything he's done for us, and I'm so happy to have him with us tonight. Okay? And yeah, like Righteous Imports is the company, and I welcome you. My name is Enzo Tedeschi. I'm Rachel. I was calling you Rachel, but I'm Rachel's husband. And yes, I'm happy to be with you tonight. And yeah, let's see straight away what we have. So, we have Mr. Tiziano Accordini with us tonight. And just to tell you a little, you know, just a little, because I will have Tiziano like tell you more about everything they do. But they are in Veneto, in the Valpolicella area. We are talking of a winery that has been around for 100 years. And Tiziano, I believe, is the 3rd generation, and Marco is the 4th generation. Pretty amazing. And yeah, like we are lucky, like honestly. 5 generations, because now there are the kids, like the little ones. Beatrice, what a beautiful name. Okay. Nice, nice, nice. So, ladies and gentlemen, I will introduce to you Mr. Tiziano Accordini. Tiziano, you are live on the screen now. And let me take me out so that you can have the screen all for yourself. They can hear you, ti possono sentire adesso.
Okay.
Sì, sì,
Hello
sì.
everybody, ciao.
I see people waiting, tutti quanti ti stanno dicendo salve. Ok, Tiziano, da dove vogliamo partire? Where do we want to start?
Yes, I introduced my cellar. My cellar is founded my grandfather Gaetano with my father Stefano. Now my father Stefano is died in February, but 95 years old. Is died, è morto.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yes, no. But my company now is work me, my son Giacomo, Paolo, and my nephew Marco. The total property is 30 hectares, about 74 acres. In Principality, I produce red wine, Valpolicella Classico, Valpolicella Superiore, Ripasso, and Amarone. And yes, my best market is North Europe and part of USA. Okay. Last 19 is arrived the official certification the organic producer, Valpolicella biologico, azienda agricola biologica.
That is fantastic.
Okay.
Congratulations. Nice, nice. Rachel, I'm sure that Rachel likes what she's hearing now. You know, like Tiziano got in 2019 the organic certification. So, like, you know, also the Accordini wines joined, like, you know, the rest of the portfolio, which is mostly, you know, made of organic wines. So, really, really great. And yeah, Tiziano, 4 red wines. You don't do any white, right?
No. Only, yes, a very, very limited producer for the Garganega 100%, but very, very small producer for only for the local business.
Nice, nice. I'm sure that some of us will love to try some of, like, you know, the wines that you distribute locally. We know how Italians treat themselves. I'm sure that, you know, it's a great wine.
No, for the rest is my best producer from Ripasso, from Amarone, from Superiore. This is my wine. And now I already new wine, the Valpolicella Ripasso su Fornetto. Do you remember my
The reserve
wine, the Riserva, my Amarone Riserva, il Fornetto? Oh, okay.
I want to show them too. I want to show them too because they cannot see me. Like you're the only one who can see me right now. So Tiziano is talking about this big boy here, which is a very limited edition of the Amarone that they do in the single vineyard, which is the historical vineyard of the family Accordini. Nice. So about 60 years ago, he bought il Fornetto.
Yes.
Wow.
And
wow,
this year is already vintage 15 Ripasso Fornetto.
You are at the vintage 15 of the Ripasso?
Fornetto, yes.
Fornetto, yeah. Wow.
See, considering for the Fornetto Amarone producer 3,000 bottles, not every year, only in the very, very, very special vintage, good spring, good summer, good harvest time. Yes.
Nice.
For the Fornetto.
For the Fornetto. I know because I have it at home. I know how beautiful the wine is. It's really special, I know. But I'm in love with all your wines, all of them.
Okay, thank you.
I just had the opportunity to try some with some customers like a few days back. They were shocked. They were like, you know, custom restaurants that serve Ripasso from a very important producer from the Valpolicella. And I was like, sorry, let me introduce you a winery. And I was like, try Stefano Accordini Ripasso. They dropped their jug. They were like, Mamma mia, what is this? It's a fantastic wine. And it's a very special price point too. Because the Ripasso that you make is like, you know, really, he stands in the sweet spots. Like, you know, like $22 retails in Pennsylvania.
Really? Good price.
which is, you know, like it's really, really good. Like, you know, everything at up to $25, like, you know, makes a very good price point, I believe.
And for me, this wine, this ripasso is a perfect wine by the glass. Perfect wine for drinking in the restaurant by the glass.
And it's perfect with or without food. Like, you know, it's really enjoyable, like really amazing.
Oh, Enzo, and your friend. Sorry for my terrible English. My English is
No,
terrible.
they are shaking their head. They go like, no, no, no worries. They are used to me, Tiziano, so they know how bad an Italian can speak English. They know me, so they know how we do. Perfect. So, let's see what we got here. We have, let's see. So we spoke a little bit about, you know, the various wines, the Valpolicella Classico, the Ripasso, the Amarone Acinatico, then we have the Recioto della Valpolicella Acinatico, and the super wine, the Amarone Il Fornetto Single Vineyard. And we just discovered that there is another wine from Il Fornetto that soon, I'm sure the Righteous Imports, like, you know, will start distributing it in Pennsylvania too, because we love Accordini's wines. Okay, so let's go back to Tiziano. Okay, so let me do this so that I give you the full screen. Perfect. Now, Tiziano, should we taste some of the wines together? Do you have the wines with you? I suppose. Let me get a glass so I can join the tasting. Here we go. And yes. So the first wine that we want to try, I believe that is the Valpolicella Classico. Okay. What can you tell us about you know, your Valpolicella? I know that is a great wine, but tell us more, because, you know, I'm sure that quite a few of us want to know from you, like, you know, your experience with the wine.
Yes, for the Valpolicella Classico is the very traditional, wine, a perfect wine for every day. The people in Verona, in the special Verona and Valpolicella, is drink wine during the lunch or the dinner. But the Valpolicella is wine for every day, for very easy wine, very soft, fresh, fruity, alcohol 12 and a half. For this wine, I use the traditional grape to the Valpolicella, the special, the Corvina, Rondinella, Molinara, is the three fantastic grape, and this grape stay only in Valpolicella. The perfect climatic, perfect soil, perfect condition for Corvina, Rondinella, Molinara. This Valpolicella is picking in September, part of October, fermented in steel tank. Stay in steel tank until bottomment. Usually,
What do you do, 6 months? 6 months?
Considering September, March,
Okay.
in medium, March, April. For my Valpolicella Classico, is my opinion. For this wine is in the palate arrive fruity, fresh. Not necessary body structures, but simple. Open the bottles, immediately ready for drink. It's okay. Very fresh. It's a nice combination for the food with bread to salami, appetizer, spaghetti, tomato, basilico, parmigiano is perfect.
Nice.
And for me, this wine is appreciated young for the freshness, for the very simple.
No, it's a lovely wine. It's really a lovely wine. Very easy drinking, very, very smooth, and yeah, like so there is no oak for this wine.
No. Yes, sorry. This is only steel tank. Yeah, only steel tank for preserve fruity, for preserve, not, yes, no, only steel
To
tank.
keep it fresh and fruity. We do the steel tank with
Yes,
this.
yes. For the
Perfect.
good wine, for the lunch, for the and the
Perfect.
combination with white beef, like a turkey, chicken.
Yeah. Yeah, this is like, like we love it with like chicken, turkey, like even like, some pork dishes, like a little lighter, like really, really nice. And let me go 1 second to these beautiful people. Tonight we have a few of you, and I see a lot of friends. So I see that everybody has wines tonight, right? Everybody's tasting the wines. That is fantastic. So do you agree with us about this Valpolicella? About the freshness, the fruitiness? Yes, everybody's doing like yes. Okay, great. So after this, we will go to the ripasso. The ripasso, 1 second because I I need to finish this. And here we go. Now, for the ripasso, I mean, I know about the process, how to, but could you please, like, share with our friends, like, why we call it ripasso and how it comes to be a wine, like, the technique that you use?
The technique for the ripasso is very the traditional for the Valpolicella as the unique method, the perfect method in Valpolicella is considering for this wine is a double fermentation, due fermentazioni, two fermentation. For this wine, for the ripasso is a re-fermentation. Okay, in the first, picking the grape similar to the Valpolicella Classico, picking the grape in September, fermented in steel tank, control the temperature, the perfect temperature for the fermentation about 23, 26 degree is to control the temperature in the steel tank. And the wine is ready. The wine is ready for this wine is finished, is stop the fermentation, stay still tank until December, January. In December and in January, press a grape of Amarone. Press a grape of Amarone. Amarone fermented in steel tank, and Amarone is ready for barrel. Is a finish fermentation. Amarone ready for from tank to the go to the barrel, fermented, and Amarone go to the barrel with little residual sugar rest. Okay, Amarone into the barrel, inside to the tank, in the steel tank is a fermented Amarone. Amarone go to the barrel. The Amarone inside to the tank, only the skin, rest the skin of the Amarone. The skin of Amarone is very rich. Part of Amarone, the grape is no press, part of Amarone, little residual sugar rest, body, structure, soul to the Amarone. I take my best Valpolicella Classico, press in September, and put over the skin in the same tank. Before Amarone, after Amarone, go put the Valpolicella Classico over the skin. For 1 week, re-fermented fresh Valpolicella over the skin to the Amarone in 1 week. And after this process, the Valpolicella ripasso is re-fermented, stay 1 year in the barrel
Nice.
for my ripasso accinatico.
The one that
This
we're
wine,
tasting tonight.
yes, this wine is a perfect wine for the beef, for the steak, for the cheese. And this wine appreciated the ripasso stay in the barrel for 1 year. For the disciplinary, for the consortium, is put in the market the ripasso after minimum 1 year old.
Okay. So the requirement is 12 months before the release.
Yes, 1 year old. Minimum 1 year old for the ripasso. Ripasso is a very traditional method.
Very, very traditional method. That's fantastic. I want to make a suggestion to our guests because recently, because I knew, but I honestly never did the pairing, we tried the ubriaco, the cheese di ubriaco, with the Valpolicella wines, and that is a perfect pairing. That is perfect because the ubriaco I think is made with the skins of the wine, right? Nice. It comes like it's a very fantastic cheese to enjoy with all the Valpolicella wines, but I mean Amarone and Ripasso, that would be my choice, like for the Ubriaco. Really fantastic. With the Amarone, it becomes like a dessert. Like really, it's unbelievable. But I will give the scene again to Tiziano. Here we go. And Tiziano, how long have you been making the ripasso for? Like, how many vintages did you do of the ripasso? Is it an old product of your winery?
Yes, but this is considering the ripasso, this very, very old method for increase the quality for the wine.
For the
Considering the
Valpolicella.
fresh Valpolicella, go to the tank over the skin to the Amarone about 11, 14, 12 degrees, and after 1 week re-fermented over the skin and together the skin to the Amarone arrive at 14. Increase the alcohol, but increase the structures, color, and after 1 year in the barrel arrive in the perfect condition. Considering this wine is no problem keeping cellar of our customers, keeping cellar for 4 or 5 years is no problem. Is after 2 years, 3 years is perfect. Which vintage you drink now?
I was about to check. 2017.
Oh, perfect. Yes.
Perfect timing.
No, it's perfect. 2017 is perfect. Now we're ready in the market to 2018.
Yeah, we are like, we have maybe 2, 3 cases left of the 2017. So I think that, like we are at the very end of it. So we're gonna start with the new vintage soon. Perfect. I love your wines, Tiziano. I really love your wines. They are very pleasant, very easy drinking. The balance, the structure, like everything is there. But the thing that I really like of the wines is when they have a very good balance. And your wines have, I think they have a very great balance.
No, it's very important. It's my idea for the all my wine or in general my wine is very very important. The pleasure in the glass, perceived the structures, but the elegance and for the easy drink, the not aggressive, very elegant, simple, and respect the traditional. It's very important. In the special for our region. For the Valpolicella is the Corvina is a super traditional grape. Considering the Corvina stay only in Valpolicella.
And this is the same blend. You do Corvina, Molinara,
Yes.
Rondinella.
The same percentual in every wine. Valpolicella Classico, Ripasso, Amarone, and Recioto is the same grape blend.
The Recioto, like I can drink it like I don't know, like water, like no, like water. the Americans, like, they think that when you say drinking like water, it means that the wine is not good. In Italy, we say you drink it like water because it's so good that it goes down very easily. So yeah, that's like, the effect that the Recioto does to me. But yeah, Valpolicella Ripasso Acinatico from Stefano Accordini. We have a very nice offer that we're gonna put on the screen for you like shortly on 3 of the 4 wines that we go through tonight. And yeah, like, if you are following the streaming on a laptop, you might want to have your smartphone handy, because I'm gonna put the QR code on the screen that is gonna be connected direct to the fine wine and good spirits offer. So in case, like, you wanna buy some of the wines, only tonight I believe we have, a nice discount for you. And yeah, now we have the really important moment of the night. Like, I know that a few of our friends are, big supporters of your Amarone. And, I understand why. I really do understand why. It's one of the most pleasant wine that we carry on the portfolio. It's excellent. Like, I enjoy your Amarone a lot without food, because it's like a nice glass of fruit. It's really amazing, like really, really amazing. So let's get to it. Let me get the Amarone. Here we go. And just to make sure, I want to prove everybody that, tonight I'm drinking. Because normally, like, for a reason or for another, I don't drink. Tonight I'm drinking all the wines because I love them, as well as like the others. But Stefano Accordini's wines, like, they keep a very special place in my heart and in my palate too, because, ladies and gentlemen, they are really fantastic. So the next one that we're going to talk about is the Amarone Acinatico. One or 2 Amarones that I see Trish and Marcos, like, going like, yeah, like they are big supporters of your Amarone, like, they're showing the the bottle now on the screen. And yeah, like, so let's get to it. Cheers with the ripasso, and I give you back Tiziano Accordini, that is going to tell us a little more about the fantastic Amarone. Here we go. All yours, Tiziano.
Amarone is the king wine in Verona.
Yeah, and not only in Verona.
Yes, no. For Amarone is necessary the same grape, la Corvina, Rondinella, Molinara, but it's very important. This is for this wine is picking the grape. The grape is picking by hand. It's not machinery harvest. Picking the grape by the hand and put this grape in a small basket. 5-6 kilo fresh grape per basket, 1 layer grape, and this picking this grape put direct in the vineyards in the basket. This basket put in the fruit house in the windering room. The windering room, the room for the grape is the natural air, the natural ventilation. Open the windows, open the door, and for 3 months, this grape stay minimum in this condition. Stay minimum in this condition in 3 months. In this period, is the grape stay stop inside to the basket, and I lose month per month. I lose the water. The grape is very, very dry, and considering in 3 months I losing 25-30% kilo
Of the water,
but,
basically you're losing like 30% of the water.
Yes. I lose the water, increase the sugar.
Yeah.
Increase the sugar, and for the sugar arrive the alcohol for this wine. Considering which vintage, Enzo? 15?
We have just like a few bottles of the 15, but we already have
Oh,
the 16. We
yes,
already have in stock the 16 too. But we are talking of 16.5
yes,
volumes.
yes,
Like this is a big boy, like we like to say in the United States. Like this is a big guy. And I always
yes.
say, like, don't forget, if you drink a bottle of Amarone by yourself, it's almost like you had half of a bottle of Jack Daniels. So be careful, enjoy it,
Oh,
but
more than Jack Daniels.
responsibly. you know, Jack Daniels is 40 volumes, like this is 16.5. Like if you drink by yourself a bottle of this, it's like you had half a bottle of Jack Daniels. Like, so be careful.
But for drink one bottle Samarone is minimum 1 hour.
Yeah.
For Jack Daniels is
Excuse
probably
me.
2 hours. Yes, no.
It's. Please,
See,
go ahead.
see, Enzo, after this process, the appassimento process, the press this grape about before Christmas or after Christmas. Depend to the my logistic and the winter season. Press the grape of Amarone in end of December and mid January, usually, normality. But the fermentation for Amarone is during 1 month, 40 days for the fermentation.
1 month and 40 days.
1 month or 40
Or
days,
40
1 month
days.
and a half.
Okay.
Yes, depends. Considering I press this grape in the central to the winter, low temperature, lot high concentration grape. High sugar is two condition for the fermentation is very slowly. Lot 1 week maturation, contact the juice and skin without fermentation, and after arrive the temperature in and the fermented. After this process, the young Amarone are ready for barrel, and the Amarone stay 3 years, 2 years and a half, 3 years in the barrel before the market. I use for this for Amarone, I use the part of Slavonian oak in the large barrel, 3,000 liters, a part in French oak, like barrique or tonneau. Barrique 225 liters and tonneau 500 liters for 2 years and a half. After this process, wine fresh young Amarone is ready for the bottles. Put in the bottles and ready for market minimum after 8 months in the stock. It's very
In the cellar.
important.
So
In
about
cellar.
3 years plus like 8 months, you said?
After the bottlement is good, stay for start evolution 6-8 months before the market.
Okay.
1 year
It's
is
like
perfect.
4 years before, like you release a.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
4 years. Yes,
Nice.
4 years. But this wine is no problem. Keep in cellar, keep in bottles. Minimum 10 years is very minimum. 10,
Yeah,
10
like I
years
mean,
is
this can stay long time. Yeah.
yes.
Especially for like the concentration, like the structure, the alcohol. There is a lot
Yes.
that can have the wine stay for a long time.
See, but this wine, the alcohol is very high, but the wine is very gentle. It's
Yeah.
not simple, but enter in the mouth, very elegant. It's not aggressive, very soft, very.
Nice. Now we love it, right, guys? I guess that I can speak for everybody here. Like, we love the Amarone. Yeah, everybody's like, yes, we do. Yeah, very. That as Tiziano says, like, it's really incredible how this wine is really solid in terms of structure. It's a 16.5 volumes of alcohol, but it's very gentle. That is like really, a very important point, like to, recognize a fine wine. You can just like push the alcohol high or one of the other elements like that are in wine, and you know many cases you will find the balance of the wine being shifted toward one element of another one. In this, everything comes together in a gentle way, even if we are talking of, as I said, like this is a big boy. So yeah, like fantastic. And Tiziano, I know that Rachel, like my wife, she thinks of Christmas when she thinks of Amarone, because of all the complexity, the spices, all the flavors that you can find in the wine. But what I wanted to know from you, like, what do you like to eat when you drink your Amarone?
But it's a perfect beef, old cheese, like brasato to amarone, stracotto, or okay, red beef,
Nice.
or after the dinner, only one glass amarone is finish. Is a good is a possible drink amarone with lot different beef.
Nice, nice, nice. And is there like a typical dish from the Valpolicella that you would prefer, like something like specifically from the area?
Ah, bollito misto.
Bollito misto. Guys, let's
Bollito
Google this.
misto,
Bollito misto.
the
Like, I know
traditional
what it
dish
is.
for the
I knew what it is, but
traditional
I,
dish.
I believe that I never seen it in America. Like, nobody is preparing a bollito misto in the United States. Like, it's never seen it. So we should find out the recipe. Maybe we can have Tiziano send a good recipe to us, and we can share it with all of you, and like, just have some fun with the perfect pairing for Amarone. And yeah, fantastic. And Tiziano, how many bottles you make of your wines every vintage? I know you do
Okay,
60,000, I think, totally.
the amarone.
No, totally you do 60,000 or 80,000?
No. In our 30 hectares, is a producer 250,000 bottles in totality,
Okay,
including two IGT wine, Valpolicella Classico, Ripasso, Amarone, Fornetto, and Recioto. About
how many bottles of Amarone you make?
30,000.
30,000. So we are still talking of a very small production compared to numbers in the
Considering
United States. That's a very small production.
bottles, no cases, bottles.
Bottles. So we're talking of like
Bottles, no cases.
30,000. We're talking of 500 cases.
Yes, exactly.
Wow. Only 500 cases of this Amarone. That's pretty mind blowing, I must say. Nice, nice, nice. And okay, so I just want to ask our guests, like normally nobody likes to take the stand, but is there anybody that would like to ask Tiziano any questions while we have him with us? Anyone? Anyone? Okay, we have somebody. Yes. So we have Butch that says like, thank you so much, because Tiziano is not connected to the Zoom. He's on a different channel. So he's saying thank you so much, for sharing with us like all this information. And he says I can't wait to have something some at home to enjoy. And he says the repasto is unbelievable. Yes. Perfect. Thank you so much, Butch. Anybody else that want to share something with Tiziano about the wines? Kevin Ostrowski, good evening. What kind of barrels do you use for the ripasso, Tiziano? Yes. Sorry, Tiziano, let me put you online so that they can hear you. Now they can hear you. Yes, now you can go.
Okay. Yes, for the ripasso I used the large barrel from Slavonia and part of the French oak on the tonneau, 500 liters. Considering I mixed the Slavonian oak and the French oak. For the Slavonia is very important for the structures, for the spicy. And for French oak is very good for vanilla, for the elegance, and mixed together, spicy, structures and elegance. It's perfect mixed for two wood for one wine.
Now, I want to share something. This is my opinion that I want to share with everybody, because I'm sure that you understand the importance of having a person like Tiziano Accordini, who basically grew up in the vineyards. He knows wine like his pockets, and he has the knowledge to bring together different cultures and different tools made from completely different people, Slovenian and French, to bring in the wines those elements that the barrels from Slovenia give and the one from France give, and everything in an harmonious way, which is the Accordini wines. So this is we are lucky. I would just want to share my opinion with you. I think we are very, very lucky at having somebody like Tiziano making these wines, and we are they are accessible to us. And Tiziano, so we have one more wine, which is the one that is a dessert wine. I just want to show it to the guests. 1 second. And here we go. This is the Acinatico. Let me see if I can put it on front of the camera, but the camera just focus on me. And of course, we don't have a cameraman in here. So, yeah, the Acinatico Recioto is a 500 milliliter dessert wine. And I know that you use the grapes that they take more sunshine, that they are around your crops, right? You told me that, I think the first time that we met, we were talking about it, we were like, oh no, I just take the one that take the most amazing amount of sunshine, which consequentially gives sugar, and the ability to make a wine. I believe you don't add any sugar in this wine, right? You don't put sugar.
No. This is considering this grape, for this wine, this grape, same grape of Amarone, same process to Amarone. Amarone press grape after 3 months. For Recioto, for dessert, for the sweet wine, I press grape after 4 months, 4 months and a half. Press grape in the middle or end of February for Recioto. Recioto is the father of Amarone.
Is the father of Amarone. I like that.
Father of Amarone. And no, this is the similar process to the Amarone, but it's very important the fermentation and exit to the tank with high percentage sugar, considering 120, 110, 120 grams per liters sugar rest for the recioto. Recioto is a fantastic wine for combination in the dessert, like sucker torte or the dark chocolate, or dry cake, or in Verona is perfect combination with the Pandoro.
Pandoro, of course.
Traditional Christmas cake.
So let me explain the difference to my friends here. So in Italy for Christmas we have two sweet cakes which are typical, for Christmas. One is the panettone, another one is the Pandoro. The panettone was created in Milan. The Pandoro was created in Verona, right? And the panettone comes with the racinated, grapes inside and candied fruit. While the Pandoro is just a very soft and high pound cake, I would say that you call it. And then you have icing sugar all over it. Really, two very delicate sweets. And I'll make sure that this year at Christmas, we have some. And maybe I'll get some more so that we can share it with you too. And maybe we have a very nice glass of recioto with it. Okay? And there is another thing that I want to tell you. It's internationally the pairing between port wine and blue cheese, Stilton or Gorgonzola, they are considered perfect pairings. I personally tried it with the recioto, and I like it so much more for a very simple reason. There is a difference in the production between the recioto and what a port wine is. There is so much that you add to make the port wine, which doesn't come from the vineyards. While for the recioto, everything comes from Mother Nature. And that makes it a really higher level of, dessert wine. This is a really nice and, delicately sweet type of wine. And, okay. So now I want to... Now, Tiziano, you gotta cover your ears because we're gonna give our friends some offers. So, I hope that you will not get offended, for the prices that we're gonna show. But let me do this. I will have Tiziano on the side, and let's go to the first offer, which is on the Valpolicella wine. And you see, is the special offer applies when you buy 6 bottles, and it retails normally for $19.99, and the offer when you buy 6 bottles is for $16.10. Now, if you do your math, it's a 20% discount on 6 bottles almost. So a very interesting thing, especially because in Pennsylvania we are not used to discounts, on wines normally. So here I just want to leave it on the screen for a few more seconds in case you want to take advantage of this offer right now. I see Rachel is laughing at me. No? Oh. So, let me see. Here we go. I'm sorry, but I'm not a TV producer, so I do my best. I'm sorry.
No professional.
Yeah, I'm trying my best. It's very difficult with all these, technologies and things. I never used any of this. But because of the pandemic, I had the opportunity to teach myself something new. And then the next offer that we have tonight, it's on the ripasso, okay? The ripasso, the offer, applies when you buy 4 bottles, and the retail is $21.89. When you buy 4 bottles tonight, the offer goes to $18.99. And we also have to specify that these offers include the shipment to a state store of your choice. So if you take the, you know, the cost of the shipping out of like the price that we are offering, this is definitely like a great, great, great offer on some amazing wines. Okay? So I will just, yes. Yes. And thank you so much, Rachel. Oh, sorry. Thank you, Rachel. And then we move to the next offer, which is on the Amarone. The Amarone retails, I mean, I was checking Wine Searcher like earlier, and the Amarone with this offer is the best price in the United States. There is only one competitor that sells it for $58.99, and this at $57.10 for only 2 bottles. It's officially the best offer in the United States. Okay, and I would really save a couple of these bottles for when your guests, maybe not this year, let's say this year, like, you know, the few members of the family that are gonna join you for Christmas, they're gonna spend all day, maybe you're gonna cook for them, you're gonna host them, and then they're gonna leave. At that moment of Christmas Day, you want to take a bottle of Amarone, open it, and enjoy it with your partner. And that will make your Christmas, I guarantee you that. Okay? So, offer on Amarone is here. If you, you know, I take it out now, but if you want it, just let us know and we'll send the link to you. And then we have the Recioto. There is no offer on the Recioto officially. It's a very limited item also in Pennsylvania. Like we talk, you know, like, you know, less than 10 bottles available. Like this is how limited this wine is. Okay? And yeah, like if you want to know more, or, you know, like if you would like to, maybe like we can organize even like a tasting specifically for this wine one day. But I highly suggest to keep a bottle of this in your house for those moments when you want to drink something with your cheeses or with your sweets. Okay? And that will be all for the offers. I just want to, Tiziano, I want to let you go because, like, I know that in Italy it's about 2 a.m., right?
No, yes, yes.
Yes. And I know you. I know that tomorrow morning you're gonna be in the vineyards. Like every time that we speak, you are always in the vineyards.
No. Tomorrow is normal day. Is work in the tomorrow work in the cellar. Last week I press. Last week I finish the harvest the olive oil, and very small producer, but producer 700 bottles oil.
Olive oil.
Extra virgin oil. Yes.
Nice. Hopefully one day we're gonna you know, like send some to the United States for us too. Yeah, just a few. We need 20 bottles. That's all we need. No more than that. All right then, Tiziano. I wanted to thank you so much. Thank you. Like this was amazing. It was fantastic to, you know, to see you. And I know that you and me, we will talk soon. And I believe that soon we will have also, like, you know, another tasting with your wines. Maybe this time we will pair them with some wines from another region so that we can, like, you know, also compare side by side the differences between two different regions of Italy and the style of making wine. Okay? So thank you so much, Tiziano.
Ciao, ciao. Bye bye.
Everybody's saying goodbye. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Good night.
Ciao, ciao. Vediamo come chiudere.
All right. Excuse me. So, I see I have some color. Can you see the color in my face? This is the Valpolicella wines that we just had. Like really fantastic. I love them. I really, really love them. So, yeah, like it's incredible how fast it goes, at least for me. I hope that for you has been a pleasant experience, and because we are left by ourselves without Tiziano, I will officially stop the streaming on the Facebook and the other platforms, and I want to ask you a few questions. So thank you to the Facebook and Twitter and YouTube people that are following us. I always say it, and I'm always convinced that there is no one. But thank you, good night.